but you can hear us. So welcome in on that tip. Also, welcome in on the airwaves. We're back. We're off a week.
Back.
We're off a week. Yeah, we were off a week. Um, the last week of the World Games. I'm happy to be back in the city. Because this is where you all are. That's why I'm happy to be back. Dave, how you been?
Man, I've been great. I ain't got nothing to complain about.
Dave is the big brother that a lot of you wish you had.
Hey man, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I got some dope big brothers.
Hey,
One time
man.
for Kamara Blue. I'm sure you have barked your damn head off this weekend.
Shot. Listen,
And you ain't no cute.
I'm a noob all day. I'm a BZ noob. Bama State's finest all day. But man, if I had been in Charlotte with Blue
Bruh,
and
if I would have been in Charlotte.
and Logan and Ricky
Like the,
and
Orlando.
Lando and the original Polo Q Tracy and
Yeah.
good, they Lonzo, Tonio Wood, they are down there.
They made me want to pledge. I ain't never
Man,
even want to
listen,
pledge.
when I tell you, they kicking it.
Yeah.
Ooh, they kicking it up. Ooh,
If you
Lord.
don't know what we're talking about, there are a couple of people who listen that don't keep up with things like that. The Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated Conclave. Which
The-
what
the
like when
clay.
you say the conclave, what does that mean?
It's just a for people to understand, it's just a general meeting of it's a big family reunion for
Okay.
that particular organization. Cause ours is next year.
So it's not every year.
It's every 2 years.
Okay.
Ours is Cap Alpha Psi is every 2 years. I
Okay.
haven't gone since 2011.
Oh,
That's
so
last time I
so
went.
you about to go and act in that too whenever y'all get together.
Yes, the Jesus. I am.
So yeah, that's what we're talking about, y'all. They have social media puts everybody in your mix. So everybody felt like they were there. The ladies wanted to be there. Other organizations and members wanted to, emulate what they saw in Charlotte. Also, people were watching a couple of other things over the weekend that they wanted to be at or felt like they were at through social media presence. And last week wrapping up the World Games,
Yeah.
the closing ceremony, Lionel Richie and others. So we'll talk about that a little bit. We'll talk about what the Magic City does after the World Games. We're 1 week out of it.
1 week.
And yeah, people just wondering, did the Magic leave already? Like the World Games came and left. Is that it? The heat. That's one thing that's breaking news everywhere. There are other stories as well. So I'm gonna flip through and find some stories to discuss because a lot is happening in the world. The changes of COVID. Talk to someone who has an elderly parent, and their parent basically declined the most, or they noticed the declining after COVID. So like right now, they're noticing that their parent truly declined. Like mom was, driving to the store and active, not sick, different things like that. But now, my mom has aged like times 10.
Yeah.
So this person, I think, is 84. I want to say about 84.
Yeah, that's scary.
So like they were fine. They fine for 84
Right.
pre-pandemic. During the pandemic, everybody was in. We paid close attention to our older adult parents and grandparents and neighbors and church members. We wanted to keep them out the way. Wanted them to wear their mask. Wanted them to get vaccinated first. And then here we are now coming out of it and going into something else possibly with the monkeypox.
Monkeypox, man.
Disgusting. Okay.
That's crazy.
And this person noticed the decline, like grandparent. So it's their grandparent, not really remembering things. And we were having this conversation because the person was asking me, symptoms of depression that can be masked. And I was like, well, all of them. Everybody can be depressed and really mask it. You can still be out. You can still be social. You can still do whatever you do on a daily basis. But he was like, I think my grandma is truly depressed. I was like, So we'll talk about that a little bit too.
And then they won't tell you.
Nah, like what am I gonna tell? What
Your grandparents ain't
like,
they're always fine.
Baby, I'm depressed. Nah, I can't even hear it.
Baby, I'm good. Mama just tired. That's what they say.
Right.
Like that.
Right. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that. If you want to get in on that conversation, 9948949, 9948949. If you want to talk about the Magic City and the Magic after the World Games, we can talk about that. Back to school.
Back to
already.
School. Yeah.
In 1 week. Yeah, in like a week and a half, 2 weeks, our students will be going back to school.
That's
what
quick.
kind of summer break did you have?
Man, they had like 2 weekends off. It was back to basics.
Like, whoa, my daughter had a summer job or has a summer job. Yeah, and only to me, it seems like she only worked 3 weeks.
At my age, man, I remember when we got out like May 28th, May 30th, and you went back
August 20th.
like Tuesday after Labor Day.
Yeah.
We went back like we had 90 straight days out of school.
So maybe like September-ish. We went back. I remember always going back around August 19th, 18th. My best friend's birthday was August 19th. What up, Chanel? 18th or 19th, one of them, but we would always go back on or around her birthday.
We went back on after Labor Day, like the Tuesday after Labor Day.
So now they go back middle of the summer.
They get a weekend off. I'm talking like 4-day weekend. And they back at it.
School supply drives don't look the same, but people are still trying to do them the same way. Book bags, pencils, crayon. Maybe for some grades, but laptops.
Hey, man.
Tablets.
Yo, my daughter's getting ready to go to UAB.
Dave, all your kids grown, ain't it?
Yes, and she's such a smart. She graduated as a junior.
Okay.
So her senior year was her junior year. So
okay, niece.
I'm crying already. Yes, I'm missing her already. She at home.
And she's going to UAB, so like she'll be here.
But I miss her coming in the house. Like
So she'll be on campus?
Yes. You know, the freshman year they got to stay there. So
I didn't know that. Yeah, even if you live in the city.
Your freshman year, you got to stay there on campus.
You should have some experience. I guess so.
And I told my wife, I said, I can help her move in, but that day when I know she ain't coming back, man, I ain't gonna be able to do that.
It's like a sleepover. She right across.
I don't care. She ain't in the house with me. I don't care.
Come on.
No, I don't care. I want her in the house with me.
Look, what is you gonna do when she says, "Daddy, look, I think I want to move away, like go somewhere else"?
She said that.
So what you gonna do?
Cry again? I mean,
did your folk cry when you wanted to go touring?
Nah,
you all over the world.
My mom was like, "Man, go."
Right.
But me, I'm just a sucker like that. For my kids, my nieces, nephews, I'm like that, man. I be wanting them around me. I think can't nobody protect them like me.
And I get that. I do get that. There's something else I'm big on. Get out, see the world. Don't limit yourself. Get somewhere, get stable, enjoy life.
Enjoy it.
Which is going to lead us into our first topic. When you get out and you enjoy life and you can see other people in other places, other ethnicities, everybody ain't black.
Right.
Everybody ain't white.
Yeah.
You know, black and white and some Chinese folk in the middle.
Yeah.
It's like I need a variety of people. I need different food, different languages, different ideas.
Different smells in the air.
Yes. Different sounds. I was on the phone with a friend of mine in New York, in another part of New York, about a month or two ago. And I was actually standing outside the station. He heard some birds in the background. He was like, "Yo, where you at?"
Hey, right.
I said, "What?" I'm at the radio station. What's up? He's like, "Is them birds out here?" I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, man. Like when you go to places like New York, whatever, and they have all these different ethnic sects of town.
So amazing.
And when you walk through the Jewish community, you smell the Jewish bakeries. And you smell one. Then you go through the Caribbean, you smell all the curry.
Curry. What?
Then it's like, whoa, all this is right here.
Look, we went to get some Indian food, and you could smell India.
Yeah, you smell incense, you smell curry, you smell.
Look,
I love it. I promise, I love it.
What you smell when you go to Pratt?
Go to Pratt, hey man, hot wings. You smell the world's best hot wings and the aftershave from Hunt's Barbershop. You smell it.
Okay. I like the way you did that. I like the way you can connect what you smell to places and certain things in the area, whereas somebody else would have been like Village Creek.
Nah, man. I have good memories. You know, I have so many people can tell you what they don't like. I'm one of them people who will tell you what I like. You know
what about Fairfield?
Fairfield, hey man, I smell the inside of Western Hill Mall back in the day.
with the fountain.
When they had the Athlete's Foot in there. And Foot Locker.
What was a corn dog?
Was it a corn dog 7? It was like corn dog 7. I think it was corn dog 7 in there. Orange Julius.
Okay, I remember the record store. You first walk in, like now where you walk in the main entrance, it was a record store to the left.
Yep.
I remember that. I remember going through the crates in that store. Like I can see myself doing that.
Turtles.
That was it, right?
Yeah, it was Turtles.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
So for those of you listening that listen every week that you may be under 30, you may have no clue
what we talking about.
I remember when, let's fast forward. I remember when Western Hills Mall had Belk.
I do too.
Was it Belk or
It
Parisian?
was Parisian,
Okay.
bro. I remember when,
Central
well,
Plaza had Belk. I worked in there for like 2 days.
yeah, and Riches,
And definitely Riches. I remember Riches. I got my
merry-go-round
and where?
in Central Plaza, and then you had the Indian shop in the middle that sold the cowboy boots and in that little center part.
They sound like you about 62. How old are
Boy,
you?
I'm 48, man. Hey,
I don't remember that. I don't remember that in the middle of Central Plaza.
I remember when Fair Park had a roller coaster
I remember
that was
that.
there all the time called the Magic City Express.
Man, look, 9948949. What do you remember about Birmingham? What does it smell like? So what we're doing, this is one of those conversations. This is a color conversation that I think only we can have, honestly. An organic conversation where we're gonna tie this into the topic of tonight. The Magic City and its magic and what happens to it after the World Games is the topic. But
Right.
this is really good. What do you miss? What do you remember about Birmingham? What can you smell? Like I can shout out an area. I'm gonna tell you somewhere I didn't spend a lot of time. North Birmingham.
Really? And I'm from the
No,
north side.
not at all. Dave, you seem like a West Side type of dude.
Eden Ridge, Fountain Heights. I went to Parker,
Kind of close.
Wilkerson.
But
Yeah.
that's considered North Birmingham.
That's North Birmingham. That's the north side. Yeah.
I would say Eden Ridge, them kind of like
That's
Thomas. Like that's kind of wet.
No, I'm on top of the hill. I'm right before you get to the rec center under the bridge behind Tugger.
Okay, yeah, that is different. That's north. So like that's about far north as I went.
I never hung out. Like I live in Brighton now because my wife is from there.
I
I never went that far.
We didn't either. Maybe
I
to go to
never
the
went-
Bestman Flea Market.
Man, I went to Fairfield, the Western Hills Mall, and that
Yeah.
was it.
So no, you didn't go to the what I said, Bestman Flea
Yeah, I
Market.
went to Best Flea Market.
But past that,
Nah,
no, me either.
no, there was no need.
I never knew what was past that until I
Yeah.
started driving.
Yeah.
Till Vigilant came about.
Wow.
Thinking of another area. Did anybody do anything on the South Side then back in the day?
The farthest we went was the Fountain.
That's all I can remember.
That's the farthest we went. An occasional Ramsey High School. An occasional.
I never went to Ramsey until like college.
Yeah, Ramsey had the 5 basketball team. That's all they had, and they had pretty girls. So all the inner city school dudes would try to hang out up at Ramsey.
Yeah, no. Let me put some sounds on there because
Yeah.
yeah, we weren't doing that.
Hey, that's where everybody went.
Yeah. Oh man, what do you remember thinking about like in your own city? What it is about it that you love? What do you remember? What do you miss in the Magic City? Thinking about the magic of the Magic City and what the World Games brought about. Now, we were talking about. I'll say, let's start off this way. I was in New York the second week of the World Games, so I enjoyed the hell out of the first week. Major week. I got to give it some big kudos. I got the first concert. I saw. I'm about to say Kendrick Lamar. That would have been so dope.
Yeah.
No shade, Lupe Fiasco. But I did see Lupe Fiasco. That was cool.
Yeah, Lupe show was dope.
But more than watching him, I was watching us. I was like really not engaged. I was engaged with the people and
I
the
saw
idea
your
of
interviews.
Birmingham, right?
I saw your interview.
I was really in that moment because I'm like, dang, I ain't seen you since.
Feel like we're at home or feel like we're not at home. I saw your interview.
Right. So where are we in your mind, right? Most people say, I feel like I'm at home, but like it's got that different type of energy.
Yeah, people were out. You saw everything, everybody.
Everything and everybody.
Having
For
a good
real.
time.
So now that that's over, that's gone. What do we see as far as the magic in the Magic City? Did it leave with the World Games? Or did that spark some excitement? Is that going to bring a new sense of magic?
I think it sparks some excitement. I think it sparks some excitement for those who want the excitement. I think you're still gonna have some naysayers. I think there's some people here in the city who, no matter how good we do, it's still gonna have some negativity. But for a lot of people, it sparked excitement because they saw, especially with City Walk, because City Walk is so beautiful.
It is, and it's so there's so many things to do. It's not just one strip of cement.
Yeah,
there are things to actually do for your family.
Yeah, I told you I put a post out there on Facebook the other day about I have some ideas for anybody who's on here listening.
Like the post.
You did.
Okay.
Hey, Woo and myself, Lady Woo and myself have some ideas for City Walk that will keep it jumping, that can make it like our own Bill Street
Bourbon
or Bourbon
Street,
Street. So
Times Square.
inbox myself or Lady Wu to
Uh-huh.
sit down and have a meeting, and that's the only way you're gonna get our ideas.
I ain't lying.
You ain't gonna get them no other way. You're gonna talk to us.
And look, even the ideas that we've shared, thinking about like the bro brunch.
Yep.
Dope. Thank you. I would take that somewhere, but I learned I will take it there.
Right.
And if you take it without me, I'm going to sue you.
And it's not the bro brunch no more.
It can't be the bro brunch without the people that made it the bro brunch.
The bro brunch, correct.
Okay, so there are ideas, and not to say that nobody else can come up with these ideas, but I do feel like when God gives you intellectual property, you should make sure that it remains your intellectual property.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna just give my idea and then you make the revenue, and I'm sitting over here posting I need $700.
Because what's for you is for you.
Run it. Okay.
It's for run it.
Run it, please. Thanks.
My point.
Can't work for free. These ideas are not free.
Amen.
These are God-given ideas. And not just the idea, but the follow through.
Yeah.
Like we do the work. So a lot of people said they could see city stages coming back. That was a shared sentiment.
That would be so nice down there at City Walk. It's just a different vibe. If it's used correctly, City Walk has the potential to be a super dope spot.
It does. The city stages at City Walk. Now, one thing about that is everybody's jumping on. Everybody saw it. Everybody was saying it. But I think the thing is going to be who can do it first.
Because it actually had 2 stages down there. You had the stage that Lupe was on, and then you had the stage that the other artists, like myself, Party Rockers, Bubble Band, yeah, shout out, that was on. And then
one time, Dave for repping on the stage.
Yeah.
Let me find something. Let me give you some applause. Hey, Tiffany. Tiffany said, "Better not, bro brunch." So she's the official DJ of the DJ TJ, the official DJ of the bro brunch. So yeah, we're not playing. We're not playing with you guys on that. How was that on the stage? On that second stage?
Man, it was. That night was just crazy. That whole day, everybody who they had on that stage was awesome. All through. Shouts out to Rashida Leroy and Sharifa Whip, man. For Sharifa was booking everybody, man, who wanted to be on that stage. She was booking them. And she loves Birmingham.
Yeah.
But that
and
day,
ain't even from here.
Nah, she's not from here. But that
Neither
day,
is Rashida.
Right. But they're great people and they love what they do. But that day had Logan on it and he killed it. Then you had my partner Jonathan Avant out of Montgomery on there. He killed it. Then the Party Rockers came on and killed it. And Sherry Brown was out there hosting for the Step Show, and she killed it. So
yeah, that's her vein.
So
look,
crazy.
the idea of Birmingham being represented in such a way. I love to say who mentioned Birmingham and didn't say my name, and there are other names that I can always say when I give that line. I might make that a song. I made that a song, Dave.
That's interesting.
We should do that.
That's interesting.
Because I say it all the time. Like, yeah. There are certain genres of entertainment, music, food. You can't mention Birmingham and not say this person's name. And that's just that's the real in it. Now, that's not to say that everybody was a part of those particular stages or any of the World Game events, but that was 2 weeks of events. We are Birmingham 365 days a year. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, however many minutes make up a day. We're that all the time, inside and out. So
Young Vocals killed it that Sunday.
Okay. The second time, the second week.
Yeah, he closed. He was I think the last artist to be on that Sunday to shut it down before everybody went back to the stadium for the closing ceremony.
Okay.
Killed it.
That's what's up. I'm getting text messages. I really appreciate this. They're random. They're about the show. But okay. Thank you for tuning in. Who mentioned Birmingham and didn't say my name. That's the message I just got. Like, if your name needs to be said when it comes to whatever, I don't think it's cocky to say, hey, I do this. This is what I do. This is who I am.
I don't think nothing wrong with it.
Yo, I'm waving my hand.
Yeah.
So in that situation, let us know who you are. If you know somebody that is that person, not to say that they are overlooked or forgotten. Maybe we just don't know. Maybe we haven't been graced with their stuff yet. Let us know.
Yep.
Let us know. Send it in. So the magic in the Magic City. I want to hear from all of you who are tuned in. What do you think? What do you think? 994-8949, 994-8949 is the number. hit us up and let us know. Be in on the conversation about the future of Birmingham. You don't have to give your idea if you have something for City Walk. And I see a lot of them in the comments. I'll come back to those in just a few minutes. So when we come back from our quick break, we got about 2 minutes out. So when we come back, be ready to call in 994 8949. Did the Magic in the Magic City leave with the World Games, or are you all ready for what's next? Do you have ideas? We'll be right back in about 2 minutes. You're listening to Vital on V949 WATV. Here to hear you. Vital Life Family Counseling is here to magic of the Magic City. Call in. This conversation is for you. This conversation is for all of us to really just share about the feelings of excitement that we got over the World Games. I was really happy to see a lot of the older people out. Not just
Yep.
like it's not just a one generation thing. This is everybody needs to be able to be a part of it.
Right.
I think about when I get older, what that looks like in the Magic City. Like, can I trust that the young people will still have the same drive that we have, the
Right.
same interest?
Right. It's I don't know. I don't know. I hope they will. I hope they will. But, you know.
So even the piece of that affects us, like social media will make you go crazy about somewhere that you've never been.
Yeah.
Everybody want to go to Cabo. When y'all ever what? Cabo.
On Spirit.
Oh, never. I would never
go to Cabo on Spirit.
If boy, oh, you almost Spirit. Oh, okay. But like they want to do things based on social media. So when if Birmingham were created to look away, like if I did a blog page, how I see for other places, like every time I get ready to go somewhere, I put it on Instagram.
Right.
I look at their influencers and see the places and the different items they're ordering.
Right.
Just all types of stuff. I do that. I save them. I may even buy a ticket while I'm at home preparing to go to this place. Do we have that? Do we have anybody that's doing that? And
like just travelers. They love to travel.
And then that can talk about home in the same way.
And that's my thing. I want people to talk about Birmingham just like they talk about Charlotte. They talk about Atlanta. I want when people come to visit us, they be like, man, yo, I was in Birmingham this weekend. It ain't nothing like what I thought, man. I had a good time in Birmingham. That's what I want.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
I want the same too. And I'm just so honest on the show because this is my space.
Right.
And I can honestly say on the air that like I need that revival.
Right.
I really do. So like when I'm out and about in other cities, I'm taking pictures and stuff to bring home or to do at home. That like when I'm out, I'm definitely there. I'm soaking it all in. I'm loving it. But you can never forget home. You never forget where you are, what you missed at home. My homegirl asked me yesterday morning, what was I gonna do? Like, you getting out today? Nope. Like, why not? I was like, because that's not the energy that I need. The energy I need is somewhere else. I got to go get that, bring it home so that I want to get out.
Wow.
And that's just being honest. Like, I don't want to go down there. I'm straight.
Would it be because you've been so many places around Birmingham to
so
this
many
kind of
places.
Seen so many places.
And as lovely as Birmingham. But I can't say that shit. Oh, you're my latest. So my latest greatest inspiration is New York City, baby.
Hey, I like New York. I ain't tripping.
I mean,
I spent good time in Brooklyn. Shouts out to Fort Greene.
Look, like I used to be like that about New Orleans. Like, oh my goodness. Who going to New Orleans? I'm going. But I'm not like, I'm over that. I love that still too, but the excitement of being able to travel different ways, you know what I'm saying? Like when you walk at home, somebody see you walking at home, they think you down bad. But you walking somewhere else, folks like admiring how you look. Like,
they see you walking, they be like, she going through a thing. She must be going through a thing.
Like that. Or you riding a bus. Like, I saw we at the bus stop.
Hey man.
What? Everybody riding the subway.
That's their culture. You know, down south, everything is so spread out, man. The culture is you get in a car and you go. Like Birmingham, downtown Birmingham is slowly but surely becoming a park and walk spot.
It is.
Slow, but it's gonna take a minute. But that's the whole point of urban living. Once you park your car, you shouldn't have to get back in your car unless you want to.
So everybody was talking about parking and you know, how they were moving around during the World Games. And, you know, people stayed in Georgia because I'm like, people stayed in Georgia. Yeah, they were saying people stayed in Georgia because they were able to, you know, they were close to their flights. They were closer to the hub.
Right.
Cool. But if the games were here in Birmingham and they still stayed in Georgia and they were...
I think some people stayed in Georgia because after their events and whatever was over, there was much more to do in Georgia.
Okay.
Than here. So I think they pretty much worked here. They worked here.
Okay. And then went and partied.
Yeah.
Or went in
Yeah.
toured
Yeah.
Jordan. Okay, I can see that.
And I think that can happen here. But once again, in order for that to happen, the people who can push play need to get me and Lady Wu in a room and listen to these
Let
ideas.
me tell you, I just love the way, when you find people with like energy, like ideas, have to you don't have to be the one, right?
Right.
I ain't the one. I'm the two. I
Yeah.
can be the two. Dave, you can lead this one.
Hey.
I'm gonna come sit in the room, and when you need, hey,
I'm the man sitting next to the whoa man.
right? And I might be the one. You might be the two. But then again, we might bring Chuck in. We the three.
Hey man.
Like it's about
black is the foe,
right? Being able to
we
work
kick
together.
in the door to make the city want more.
Want more and more and more.
We got in store.
Right? So like you got to know who's really vested in something that's vital. Like I don't want to just say that, yeah, man, because I was the first one on that. So you were the first one and you fumbled.
Right. And who's really interested in making the city better and not just making a profit off of your
what you
off
say?
of your what you consider a dope idea.
Oh.
You did?
Our brother just walked in.
Yeah, he did. That's my homie.
And he said, let me tell you what he said. He said 7:45.
What time is it?
7:49.
Hey man. Hey, he was
that boy sharp.
That boy tried to make it for the street light came on, so he get no whipping.
Everybody, Chuck is in the studio.
Yeah,
What's
man. What's cracking?
Sorry for the delay.
No worries at all. We just doing what we do. So this is like family discussion. We sit around the kitchen table and drum up ideas from our family to yours, and thinking about the magic in the Magic City. Is it still going to be here now that the World Games is gone?
It will be if y'all let Dave do what he want to do.
No, we're
a team.
We're a team.
Sure, Team Dave.
We're the Three Musketeers.
Team Dave Johnson.
The third person just walked in, man.
Dave.
So we trying to get everybody in this room together and put on suit and tie and be like, Exhibit A.
You didn't tell him all your ideas already, did you?
I ain't tell him
no,
nothing.
They can't get any.
Jack.
Let me say this too about what Chuck just made me think of is that a lot of people don't know the many hats that all of us wear.
Right.
He has no clue about what else I do outside of what he knows that I do. I have no clue. I do.
Right.
I do about him.
Right.
You know about your psychology?
No. I mean, well, yeah, but not even that. So like there are so many facets to people in the Magic City. It takes more than just turn it up on your
what I need to do.
You were trying to hear in your headphones?
No, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay.
I can hear myself.
I
don't want to hear myself. I want to hear y'all. Y'all got the good ideas.
You got them too.
What up? Oh,
See, no. The magic of the magical people in the Magic City. It's so many people here who you don't know what they do. Like, what does he do? Well, I've been knowing this person for 30 years. Where do they work? And I'm not going to call a name, but it's one person that's coming to mind for me real heavy, but I'm not going to say
right
because he's probably listening.
That's fine.
Like, well, you know what I do? I know what you do, but so many people ask me regularly, like, well, what does he do?
Man, there are so many real life professional people in this city.
Right.
That when the clock strike 5, they are some of the dopest DJs, breakdancers, graffiti artists, poets, chefs, all that jazz. But from 9 to 5, they in suits and ties.
And you see them at the local establishments, at the local bars, doing what they do. But you would never know, like you don't know what they do unless you know what they do. And I think that's the mystery and the magic of places that you visit when you don't really know the people that you're bouncing into and just sharing space with.
Right.
It can become intimidating, or I saw somebody use the word, they referred to people as outcasts. And we were talking about the school reunions. And the person was just like, yeah, I mean, maybe they don't like it because they were outcasts in school. I was like, outcast, dang, like that's kind of heavy.
Pronounced outcast.
Right? Not that, right? Like,
listen, you know how many people pull up at our day job and they shook when they see us?
Right.
Like, wait, what? Y'all?
Mm-hmm.
This would you really?
And I get that same thing when I'm sitting in my office.
And they're like, well, I didn't
know
like,
that was you.
I was like, you think I was gonna leave with that? Just being
or like
myself.
I was gonna be out in these streets with this on,
Yeah, I'm
right?
just being myself. It is what it is. Y'all ain't got to know.
So that magic right there, like when you meet people who are multifaceted people, which is most of us, people have other things to offer outside of what you know. But I will ask this question: is our city, like those who are the people that can make the decisions and grant the approvals and the license and the closures and all of this, are they willing to open the door for people who are the creatives and the masterminds and the magic workers?
Yes, but you gotta get your paperwork tight. We talked about that 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Like you can't just be like, oh, I live in the city. I got this idea. So y'all give me a bunch of bread to make it happen. Like you got to have your ducks in a row.
Right.
So, yeah, I've seen people not have their ducks in a row and have better events than any event that I've been to. Like, dang, that was amazing.
Right.
Well,
exactly.
But if you're talking about permitting and city permission and not permission, but city assistance and all that, like you still there are steps and processes that are in place that you got to jump through in order to make that happen. And like people just think, oh, I got this dope idea because I'm dope, and so I'm gonna tell it to you. You know, y'all got this whole application process and this whatever. I'm gonna write a half a paragraph, give it to you, and y'all want to give me like 500 grand. Like, no, it don't work that way.
Yeah. Experience, exposure, and then everybody else can experience and be exposed to the ideas that you have.
You be putting
put
these
together.
little things together: sight, sounds, and smells, experience, and
That's
exposure.
That's
you
how
be
my mind works.
You be putting it together like on the spot.
I just wrote down something you said.
Hey, man.
She's a creative.
And she's super.
She just created
super
something.
creative.
Well, thank you all.
But it come off the cuff just like.
Hey man, you freestyle too?
I do.
Hey man, spit a hot 16.
But look, yeah, that's a whole part of who I am. See, so like if we pull up tonight, the lights are on under the not even under City Walk. This idea I would share on air because I've said it before.
Don't do it.
I gotta do it because I've done it before.
Reconsider.
Read some of the
I want to do it. I gotta do it.
What's up?
All right, so I want we might do it when we get off the air. That way it already have been done, and I wanted to keep holding it. The lights that were put around, like in between the short streets by Railroad Park, I know that those are populated right now, and especially after the World Games, where the center at the Faith Chapel Housing Center that was put up for those living with homelessness right now. So that area that they had for them has closed. So people have gone back to where they were.
Okay.
So under the bridge, where the lights are, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I was thinking about just pulling up and doing like a pop-up show, like just organic, like you don't even need it to be blocked. And once it get, like once it's congested, it ends.
Sure.
But basically, like you pull up, if you sing, you sing. If you rap, you rap. If you whatever it is that you do that under this spot. People come, people may not. Your people may just come. It may be 15 people, but y'all do it. It's an open space. It's lit. It's nice. You do it quick. You get out. That's it.
And ask for permission. I mean, ask for forgiveness later. Yeah. Don't need to worry about permission.
Nope. Because it's like stopping on the sidewalk. We turn up on the sidewalk. We keep walking.
It's like the dude selling barbecue on the exit.
Dude was selling that barbecue at the off ramp.
But it's not because like we ain't bothering nobody. We gonna do this quick. 1, 2, 3. We out of here.
I'm with it. You know me. Press play, man.
Hey, he probably got drums in the car right now.
I keep my speaker in the car.
You got a fresh.
You
got more space in that fresh new vehicle you got.
Hey man.
Hey, don't do that.
Hey man.
I synced it.
You see, that's my wife, man.
Hey, he did it. Yeah, you did it for her.
Hey, let's go to the phone lines. Caller, you're in.
She did it.
You're vital. What's up?
She's dope.
Hey, Woo. Fly Day.
What's buzzing?
What's cracking? Oh, wait. Someone. Oh, okay. I'll be respectful.
I love it.
Hey.
This is Aden Huffman. Dave and Chuck, thank y'all for telling Woo not to give her ideas. Thank y'all. I really appreciate it. I see she just had an itch on her to let that one go. But
hold it tight.
Exactly. Absolutely.
But she let that one go because she got,
50 million more.
Right. She got a 999 more.
Okay, well, Larry and I will let her pass on that. And you all go from there with your ideas and what you're gonna do. privately and get everything in order, like you all have to do, so you all can receive the capital from it that's going to come from those grand ideas. So we're just enjoying the conversation.
Well, that was the point, because that one's a free idea. So
Right.
like
Okay.
the one that's gonna garner some bread, some money, she ain't gonna let those.
Nah,
We are gonna take care of Woo. We're gonna do that. I promise you.
Okay.
Please do.
Excellent. And I just want to, you all were talking earlier about what we remember being in Birmingham. And Chick-fil-A was in Western Hills Mall.
It sure was.
That's before my time.
Chick-fil-A.
It surely was.
Krispy Kreme donut in 5 Points West. I worked there, 1971.
What you know about spinning wheel ice cream?
I know about it.
You don't know about no spinning wheel.
I'm just like,
I'm too young.
We know all about it, Dave, and how we enjoyed the skating rink on 3rd Avenue.
Yes.
Where was
Right
that?
Where was it? It was near, right? It was on the side where what is that club? Club M.
Yeah, it was across the street.
It was right there on that side of the street.
Yep. The skating rink.
The skating rink.
I never skated in there, but we did skate paddles in Irondale and Valley Skate Center. I remember that skate rink though. It was closed. Skate Haven, yeah.
Yes, and that's where Dana and them went to Valley Avenue. So
put the business out there.
Some good things, yeah.
Put the business out there.
All right, bye-bye.
Hey, good chat.
Mama finna spill it.
Look, bye-bye.
Mama finna spill it. And Daddy just in the back, yeah. Yeah.
Sipping tea.
Look, man, those were the days. Chuck, I know that you are not originally from the city, but we all, that's something else we have in common. We shared time and space in your hometown.
Loonies.
Yeah.
Loonies.
Yeah.
I love the African head shop that was around by the school.
I love the African head shop.
No. Say it right. That was down the street from the Rose. That was down the street.
It was
top
actually
flight from
the
flight.
club top
You're
flight.
right.
Squirrel Thomas joint.
Squirrels, the flight.
You're right. Sorry about that.
Easter. I mean, Oak Park on Easter Sunday.
That's it.
I used to come home on Easter.
It was packed.
And
my dad a preacher.
So really, at Montgomery Mall. So I worked in Montgomery Mall at Chick-fil-A when I got to college. That's how I met Cass.
I worked at J. Riggins.
Listen.
What?
Listen.
I used to work at J. Riggins.
I worked at Gadzooks. Structure. Hold on, and Express for Women. I was the only dude.
Did you have a structure card?
Yeah.
Oh,
Then we all. That's the first show Chuck came in. We had every card in Montgomery.
You had like $75 on your structure card.
I still got a structure vest at home. It says structure on the inside.
Oh,
I can't wear it.
Wow.
Too big.
See how like just the good times, good days, and I really pray and hope that our kids can have these same conversations. Yeah. Life seems so different, but I guess my grandma say the same thing. Like
it's just different,
right? It's just different.
Life seems different because it's different. You still move in sort of the same way, but it's just in a different space. You know what I mean?
I can respect that. I want my daughter to be able to sit back and have conversations like, "Yo, remember when so and so was right there?" And I'm like, she can say that now about places that were there when she was 10.
Right.
The world is ever changing. So here in the Magic City, the magic can still be here. We do have that part established as long as the right people are behind it. Okay, so then the conversation becomes that people don't have the opportunities that they deserve because they're not of certain races. Do y'all believe that?
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay. Did you match your shirt with your hair today on purpose, or like, am I the first person to say that? Or
no, I wear these colors all the time.
Yeah, but it seemed to be you're blending, you're coordinating, like the mushrooms on the inside of a suit. I'm sorry, go ahead. My bad.
Thanks there. Oh, got some more places coming in. Then back to my question: Sears, Roebuck, and Ensley.
I don't remember any Ensley.
Sears, where was it? Well, I could imagine 19th Street really having everything that was needed. I remember Woolworths on 19th Street.
Yes.
Hold on, let's stop that.
With the lunch counter.
Oh, stop all that.
Yes.
What is it going to take to bring all of that stuff back? That's the conversation. Like, we can
that is
get back in
yesteryear.
Yesteryear. That's fine. That's cool. But like, how do you build up Ensley now? Like, what happens?
Because it would be so dope if Ensley was thriving and popping. Because it's so much nostalgia in those few blocks.
But
man.
look, it's not just Ensley. It's downtown North Birmingham. Every neighborhood has a downtown that is dilapidated.
Eastlake.
Yes, I was on the committee with Rev Birmingham to try. Well, I was the the voice for it to try and get the building owners and the business owners to come together
This
to
is what I think.
yes.
Yeah.
It was a catastrophe.
Well, yeah. And so everybody want to be everybody. It's like what we talked about a long time ago. It's so many organizations. If they came together, it could be dope. The problem is everybody wants to be like the big dog and take the credit for it. Like, do you want to build up the community or not? Do you want this whole city to be better or not? Like, if you do, everybody come together. Because if you winning and I'm winning and they winning, everybody winning. Weird.
Man, I remember hosting a conversation in the street on 19th Street with the police department. All of the activists came out. This was probably like 15 or 16. It got so heated that they had to shut the event down.
Wait, is that when y'all had that stage out there?
Yes.
I was there.
When you say heated, you mean heated like
could have been fighting.
Well, it was also hot too that day. But,
oh.
It was hot. I don't remember what put us in the street.
I remember that. I was
what
out
was
there.
the issue?
I know there was a stage out there, and I do remember you.
I was the moderator.
Yeah, I remember
Stephen
that.
Hoyt. I remember seeing. I remember
Councilman,
all of y'all standing to the side.
Yes.
AV was out there.
Yes.
Ladarius was there.
Brian Rice was out there. Yes.
The police department. I don't remember what I can't remember the context of the conversation, but what I remember, everybody that needed to be there was there, but the energy was wrong. Like,
hey,
what
God
in the
rest his soul.
world?
I think Voice was out there too.
Voice was definitely there.
Voice was there.
R.I.P. Voice.
Yeah. I don't remember what happened. But that's the problem, man. Like, I keep using this word synergy. Like, if y'all want everything to build, it's okay. Like, if people want to go to your spot on people want all the money. So here's the deal. If you live in an area, right, and I've always said this, you got 3 or 4 places that are super dope. They're a little bit different. People will frequent the area every month. So like, they'll go to your spot on this Friday. Mm-hmm. They'll go to your spot, the other person's spot the next Thursday, somebody else's spot the next Friday, somebody else's spot the next Friday, but they keeping it all there. So like, you want to start synergy in like a circle. So like, you want to have that rotation.
Right.
So because the people who were not at your spot this Thursday, they're going to be there next Thursday because people told them, hey, I was just at such and such last week. They around the block. You should check them out next weekend. I don't understand it.
I don't think the people who have these discussions have both of the needed things,
okay,
which are dope ideas and money.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of the
they have one or the other.
They got one or the other. I think a lot of the older people have money, but whack ideas. And a lot of the younger people have dope ideas, but lack the resources.
Yes.
I got to disagree with you a little bit. I don't know if there's a whack idea. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's saying a lot.
Well, I'm not,
like,
I'm not going to say whack ideas. Let me say
it might not be for you.
It's
like how Drake's album's not for me.
Dated ideas. Let me say it that way.
For somebody else.
Yeah, it's got to be the right idea for the right audience as well. Like, you got to know your audience.
Like, what happened to that with the Inslee not Soho? What's the thing I'm talking about?
Live?
Yes.
I think it's still a thing.
I mean, is it? You said you think.
Yeah, I think. I don't know.
That's my point.
And I forgive me for that because Woods, they don't say anything on the air unless it's factual. So
I mean,
no, my point. No, it's factual.
I mean, it happens every day.
You don't know. I mean, that's my point. So like, there was a period of time in which Inslee was supposed to be the next big thing, and I remember that period of time, like you said, 16, 17, whatever, and it just fizzled out. And like, I don't know the last time I've been to Inslee.
It was a whole.
I do
fight.
actually, but I can't.
The face says it all. There was the whole thing about the Ramsey McCormick building. Yes. That was a mess. Now that's gone.
I thought somebody bought it.
It was demolished.
It's demolished. That's right.
But
they're gonna build it up, hopefully, and maybe new, bigger, and better. And maybe if you build it, they will come.
Yeah.
I hope.
Have you guys ever been to Peter Street in Atlanta?
Yes, of course.
That's one of
I was
the.
gonna say what's on it. I can tell you that.
Peter Street is.
That's a warehouse district, right? No.
Yeah, it's a row, like a block or two of. Everything on those 2 blocks are mom and pop businesses,
but they're individual
dope business.
Yes,
restaurants, sneaker stores, t-shirt shop, and it stays packed because it's a district that has a bunch of young ideas, and it didn't cost a lot to get a building.
Okay, let's do this. We don't cause issue on the air. We don't cause problems. We don't bother nobody, but we make points.
Mm-hmm.
Went into a store that sells things that we love.
Mm-hmm.
Typically, these items may be about $150, maybe $200. The store has a great idea. They bring things back from back in the day, like what we're discussing.
Everybody know what you're talking
Except for me, so I had to catch off air.
But they then add like $200 to the ticket.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Let me give this some sound. I want to support.
Yeah,
I really do, because I like the idea. I like the setup, but I don't know. I just wanted to say that. I wanted to start. I wanted to start. Sticker shop. Like, I was blown away. I'm like, dang, I could just order these for $180. They $250.
but can you fault a business for trying to increase their profits?
No, but I can fault you for being ridiculous. Like,
dig that. Man.
Like 20%, 15%, maybe, but 200%.
What's gonna happen is, after a while, some of these buildings that people could be occupying are gonna be so priced crazy until people are gonna go mobile. There's somebody around here now who has a dope idea.
That's an idea, Dave. You probably shouldn't say that on air.
Oh, it ain't mine. You know what I'm saying? It ain't my idea.
Don't block your blessings.
Hey man, but I know somebody riding around Birmingham right now with I guess you would call it a club in the back of a panel truck. Like, when he does events, if it starts raining outside, he can take the party on the inside of a panel truck. It might hold like 15, 20 people, but that little thing is juking.
I don't know nothing about that, so you got to tell me about that
I'm
there.
Hey man,
we got a lot to exchange.
He showed it on Facebook. That's crazy, but it's dope though. He can bring the party to you wherever.
That's the kind of party I want. Okay, so that's something. But then when let's see. We're talking about the rent of the space or the purchasing of these buildings.
Right.
I've seen spaces. I've called and asked questions. They'd be like $850,000 for this building, $750,000 for this building. And they are downtown. They're downtown. What does that look like as far as people going in on buildings to be able to bring these type of experiences? Like, if the three of us say, well, hey, let's get one of these buildings.
Well, so we also have to understand that even on the 750, 850, whatever, that's just for the building. Then we still got to do some renovations.
Oh, we got to do all this. So
like, when we're talking about all this, it might be 1.5
when you finish.
Right. So you got to make sure that you got like line of credit, whatever, bank loan tight, whatever, interest low.
You're vested.
Right.
Like, for real.
For real, in order to make it happen.
And then a lot of people, I think we've missed like a major moment in the city of Birmingham, because some of those buildings that we're trying to get sat dormant for 25 years. And we didn't jump on them. Now we're mad that people are getting them. But at the same time, we could have put all of our money together back then and got that building for $20,000, $10,000.
Yes.
And now it's worth $2.8 million. And we're mad now, but we could have done it. But once again, it goes back to what Chuck said. Everybody wants to be the big wig on the project, as opposed to saying, okay, woo, your credit better than mine. I got a little bit more money than you, but Chuck, you are the most professional face.
Yeah.
So we put this team together and go get it.
And be okay with that.
Be okay with it.
So like, all right, so how we don't like drop names and stuff, but like the people that were responsible for bringing 8Ball, MJG, and Bun B. One of the things that I always respect about those people is that what am I missing?
Nothing.
One of the things that I sort of respect about that conglomeration of people is because like they're a conglomeration of people, but they've been doing it long enough and have established something. And so they're not really trying to stay in their lane and not compete with anybody else, but they know that they got this brand or whatever, but they started a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like, and sometimes people want to just jump in and like try to replicate the success. It's like, well, I mean, you got to start small and build sometimes.
And it's enough people in their clique where if one don't have it,
right,
they know the next person.
That's right.
Got it.
Right.
And we're not always talking about money. We're just talking about cloud, contacts, pool,
resources.
Yeah.
Right.
They can maneuver.
And that's like, for me, that's the thing, like being able to be connected to so many people. Like I definitely have the network, but I may not want to. I'm not gonna say I may not want to. There have been many times where, okay, I know who does that. Let me get in touch with so and so, or just no, it's a no brainer. I'm gonna connect this person with this person about whatever it is, and I may not be a part of it after that connection. I'm not bothered by that at all. But I would also expect that if those connectors, or me being the connector, and the people that I connected know that, okay, so we need to bring Woo back in on this, I would expect that.
Right. Yeah. Call a friend to call a friend.
Yeah,
right.
I would expect that. And there was a time when I didn't. It'd just be like, well, yeah, I mean, okay.
Well, you're older now.
Okay. Right. Hey, and that's why my mom and dad are probably like,
you got more bills.
What?
Right.
Your ass need to be trying to see why they call you for that.
Right, exactly.
Oh, okay. You're right. I was tripping. But like the older we get, the more established that we get, the more that we know how much other people value us. Like if you call me and you want me to do something, I gotta charge you for my experience at this point.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Like I just can't, it's no pro bono. It could be barter. We can barter, but I just can't do it for free. And why do people get mad about that? Why they get mad when you be like, call my manager? What is that about?
Well, they think.
Listen, man.
If they've known you for a long time, they think that you're trying to big time them. It's like, nah, we owe. Like, there's a process. Like I talked about processes, process applications, get your money. Like you have to have your ducks in a row.
You're mad at me for being professional, but you approached me
unprofessional.
Yeah, but you got something that you have a business that you're trying to make money on. But then you hit me with, hey, we're small and we're growing.
Me too.
And the more that we grow,
you
grow with us.
Say, bro, let me holler at you.
Nah, I'm 48.
Nah,
I'm a man. Yeah, I'm 40.
He's a man, Damon.
I'm a man. You talk to me. Yeah, you talk to my manager.
Yeah, it did.
Like, say, bro, holler at my manager.
A lot of people who call me about stuff, and I do not be rude. I'm like, hey, man, dial this number. 59 blank 7, and there's a young lady who's going to answer the phone. Sweet voice, pretty young lady, and she's going to say my name is Miss Holland. She's not going to say my last name, but she's my wife. And the reason
you just told everybody.
But hey, no, I'm saying she's going to say Miss Holland.
This is just what's going to happen.
Shout out to Miss Holland.
Yeah, and that. But on any other day, she's Mrs. Johnson.
Right.
But on this, when you calling for business, you talk to Miss Holland.
Yeah,
because.
You just hit them with the movie number.
The
555.
Yeah, with the blank.
555. Yeah. But look, the thing is, if you really want this, and we all over the place with this conversation, but this is how business happens in Birmingham. We're speaking from a very Birmingham-ish standpoint. If you text me or write me on Facebook Messenger and ask me about doing something, and I don't get back with you for like 3 weeks, it's because you didn't hit my people up. That's why I wasn't being funny. I'm just saying, like, I'm really that ain't the part that I handle. I just want to do what you asked me to do.
But to keep it in context of, has the magic left Birmingham? Mm-hmm. No, when people say nowadays, call my manager or whatever, that means Birmingham is growing.
It's legit.
People are getting, their paperwork together. Promoters are bringing concerts to Birmingham on weeknights.
Oh, yeah.
That means something. That means the magic has not left the city because they can trust your turnout.
Right. Fan base, Birmingham fan base. Like I want us to be on a list where you see Houston, Atlanta, Vegas. Help me, Austin.
That's gonna take some time, but we working that way.
So, like, where you.
We progressing that way.
Keep talking,
John. I want it to be New York Paris LA Birmingham. On those international.
I'm about to say
Atlanta might come first.
Hey man, I know
Atlanta
it. It's on a lot of
HOU Houston.
Yeah, Houston is growing rapidly.
For sure. Hold on, I'm about to tell you this list.
Turkey Leg Hut.
What is that?
It's so much hype on that. I'm like,
what is it? What?
I don't even like dark meat.
I like my turkey leg myself.
I don't.
Whoa, pause. I think you do.
Turkey legs, I do not.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said dark meat.
Love.
I said slow down.
Slow down.
My bad.
I can't find the list. I'm looking for the list.
What is this turkey? What's the turkey leg?
It's a spot in Houston called the Turkey Leg Hut, which
they just sell turkey legs?
And they put different kind of dressing. Macaroni and cheese, crab meat. It's just a glorified turkey.
Y'all be going crazy,
and they be packed.
Like, my goodness!
Every Sunday is like thousands of people out there.
Y'all gonna go nuts when Slutty Vegan get here?
Yeah,
we already did.
Well, they coming.
I know. I ain't gonna lie though. When I go to Houston, I'm gonna get a side.
You got to.
You're gonna go to turkey leg.
I don't want that.
You don't like turkey?
I like turkey. I don't want a leg of nothing. Chicken leg.
Hold on, slow down again.
Child, where you been?
In Montgomery. I've been doing a lot of labor for my parents. My bad.
Your mind. Okay. No.
It's too easy. It's like layups.
Wings.
Okay.
Wings.
You like drums or
flats?
I call that a two boner when I used to be because I feel like, meaning they're two pieces.
See, he's still
No, I'm not. Meaning you get 2 for 1. Like you tear them apart, you got like 2 pieces of chicken instead of 1.
If you do the flat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
I saw a technique on how to eat flat.
Yeah.
Show you that.
Nope.
Let's show you that.
Nope.
I'll show you that one day.
Nope.
Okay, guys, if you're listening at home, look, this is real. This is real radio. This is probably too much for Birmingham ears, huh?
Nah,
no,
man,
we raising them to the occasion.
Yeah, man.
You listen to everybody else's podcast. It's a real radio show.
Right.
Yeah.
We get it in.
Right.
And it's FCC friendly.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so as we move along,
as we proceed
to give you what you need, gas prices are going down.
Happy about that.
Very happy about that.
Hey, listen. Half off too expensive, still expensive though. It's still high out there.
So I saw $3.99 today.
I did too in Montgomery.
I was happy. Is that not good?
That's great.
That's better than where we were.
Yeah.
Okay. What now? I don't know what caused that.
I think didn't the president do something where he removed the federal tax off gas, or like that is helpful for a period? He put a moratorium, I think, on them charging like the federal tax on top of the gas. So I think that's part of it, and the rest of it is I don't know.
But I did see some months back that gas prices were going to soar until after the holidays, and I think it's probably going to go back up again around Labor Day.
I did hear that,
and so they just putting a governor on it like that until holiday travel.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do I see that news? Black. I know you're celebrating your. I don't see that.
That was some months back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing current. So it's just going down. What I did learn though, paying attention to the news the other day, that if we demand lower gas prices by going to the places that have the lower prices will go down. I was like, nah, I get that, but what about when they run out?
Yeah, there's a lot of that lately.
It's kind of weird. So yeah, but it's happened. So if you're looking to take trips and you actually want to go out and get these ideas to bring back home and you want to drive, now may be the time to jump in the car and go try. We're going to go into our second hour. We're a little bit over. So I'm going to do that now. We're like 20 minutes over. So let me
good conversation.
Let me run these spots, y'all. We'll be right back. It's Vital V94.9 WATV.
What? Yeah.
would people feel at home? Would they feel a part of if you did this event? Would the whole Birmingham come? Would the urban Birmingham come? Would the white Birmingham come? Who would come to your events?
Do you want everybody to come?
I'm open to everybody coming to things that I do.
Well, I'm sure, but like there are also certain times in which you might be catering and marketing to a specific crowd.
So like, for the classic,
what about it?
Would I want everybody to come?
That's my point. Would you?
Sure. Okay. I'm always a sure. Like, yeah, come on.
But then you have to. So I think when you do that, that's fine if you have ideas and a show that is going to cross cater. Okay. But like you can't be mad if you in the trap and you just doing trap stuff and white folks don't pull up. You can't be mad if you're doing a bunch of like country stuff and like black folks don't pull up. Like if you're going
where the people
and then
people.
Right, you can't do that. Like you got to be able to like cross cater. I think. Dave,
check. I'm not. Hello, yeah, there we go. And then you get mad when it don't.
Right.
And you say the city didn't show up. I hate it here. I'm gonna leave.
Or this racist, black and white. No,
what was your marketing budget?
Right. Well, did you have a budget?
Do people like you?
You still on that?
Hold on, let me go back to.
Nah, you still mad from?
No, that's the biggest thing.
Hold on. Yeah, that is a question though, because I'm like the host at the show and what, and you thought you would.
Whoa. Wow.
Dude sound like he was smoking Winston-Salem's, Vincent Hedges.
I'm just saying, like
smoking cool.
That much laughter. What?
Because the thing of it is, people are gonna rock with you if they know you to be a cool person. Like if your attitude is always bad, I don't care how dope your event is, people ain't gonna mess with you. People have to like you. It's almost like people say people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care.
Oh,
sometimes the smartest
like that.
Well, hold on. I agree with you, but sometimes the smartest thing is to not put yourself out front. Like if you got a dope show or a dope concept, and you might be problematic, don't just put the concept and the show out there, and people don't need to know who's behind it.
You got to know that you're problematic. Though.
That's the point. I was about to say, how about don't be problematic?
Well, I mean, true, fair.
So
but
look,
I'm saying
during the World Games, there was a problematic situation,
right,
in the body of a person.
Right. That's what we talked about.
That like everybody that worked in this space was like, really? But those people continue to be able to work.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, I don't know if it's about being likable or if it's about who you're related to or what school you went to. Did you go to Ramsey or Parker? Like, I don't know.
Parker High School.
Okay. I mean, are you in the circle? Did you used to hang at this particular spot with these people? You may not have any of these skills, or you may not be liked by anybody outside of your circle, but your circle is the circle with the influence.
Sure.
Wow.
Like, we don't even like you, but since you got the gig, we gonna come through because it's pretty dope.
There's nothing wrong with that, though, I don't think.
But I mean, it's gonna be wrong when your circle is the other people show up at your performance.
Well, no, I'm saying, but
and like the rest of us talk about you, like.
But my point again is, if you have a dope concept,
right?
Like you can sometimes bury. You can, in the journalistic world, it's called burying the lead. Sometimes you can just bury yourself and put on your show. And if people don't, if you're problematic or like whatever, but people don't know that you're a part of it, but it's still something cool, and they show up, hey, everybody won. People saw a cool show, and you got your money.
Yeah, I guess
that's the way I feel. Now, see, y'all different because y'all are out front hosts. Like that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people who are in the back of the production, the back of the show, putting it together. That's why.
So it takes the whole system to make it work. I need the people in the back that are pushing the people up front and giving me on the show and giving me my stuff to be on point too. To be honest with you, it's the backstage stuff that really makes a difference. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, but I got to make sure that I'm not reflecting what this person backstage got going on. We don't.
Let me ask y'all a question. Hold on, see y'all. Okay, there's somebody that y'all don't necessarily rock with, care for, or whatever. Mm-hmm. They have a cool concept for a show. They ask you to host. You gonna say no because you don't think that person is cool? You gonna say no?
It depends. For me, it really depends.
Because then it becomes like you. Because what happens at that point in time is then you become the face of the show. So it doesn't really matter that this person is in the background, right?
What are they in the background doing? Are they in the
putting the show
background?
together.
Are they in the background like, hey, well, come here, let me tell you something?
No.
Babe, are they like this?
No. They're just like literally, like there's a person I don't rock with in the city that has some establishments, and people know, if you know me.
We know the beef.
Yeah. I mean, so you know what I'm talking about. But if somebody hosts something there and that person's not a part of it, and that the person that's the host becomes the face of it, then I'm like, all right, I'll slide through. Your boy's one of them.
And you would do that. You'll be like, hey man, where you at? I'm like such and such and such.
You know, I don't rock with that person.
What time you hit?
What
time you gonna be there?
He'll be there.
Yeah. That's all fair too.
Okay, let me write these down. We got a couple.
I'm just telling you.
We got a couple things to address off air. So for me, it was that. For I'm going to put
Exhibit A.
I think we had Exhibit Q now.
What was that? He had something too. I can't remember Dave's. Chuck, you remember?
That you want to talk about off air?
Yeah, I didn't know what he was speaking of, but I think you two knew. I think.
Well, we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
we got to figure that out because I got to know.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna get my investigative journalist on. Like I got to know. So yeah,
I would still host it. I would host it.
That's my point. Because then it becomes more about everybody wins. Like, so this person is the background, but like, because you are the man, the myth, the legend. Y'all, can y'all see Dave's shirt?
Man.
No, we don't have the camera on today.
Oh, he does.
Yours?
No, mine's not. No, it's not.
Oh, he got a shirt on that says the man, the myth, the legend.
Let me say this. There are some people here in the city who are dope at what they do. Mm-hmm. We're not the coolest friends, but I cannot take away the fact that they are dope at what they do.
I agree with that.
And I rock with them. Here's the irony of it. Some of them don't rock with me.
You. Yep.
And you know it.
And I know it. And you've made it known that you don't rock with me. But there are far more people who rock with me than the 2 or 3 of y'all who don't. But when I hear your stuff, I'm like, oh my God, that is.
That's what's up.
That's a banger.
Because, so the authenticity that I fight with, I always want to be my most authentic self. If I'm not feeling, Chuck and I had a conversation about this a few months ago before I had to take a vacation. I like to, that's what I need. That's my medicine. So like in those moments where I'm not feeling my best internally, I don't want to be out and give somebody the wrong impression that, she, like I met Woo and she was this.
She funny acting.
You met Woo and she was Woo. I was at the gas station at the grocery store. I was with my daughter. I was with my folk. I had just gotten upset with the person. I was living my life at home in the small town of Birmingham where you may see me 1 minute in line trying to get the same thing you're trying to get.
Right.
Next minute, you may see me on stage hosting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think where you all can like identify your issues with people, right? Women do that differently.
I can agree.
And it's so annoying. Like, I'm not that woman that's going to be in a space with a woman that I don't deal with and then try to make it seem like, girl, give me a hug. Good to see you. Okay, give me the script. That's what I'm saying. I probably won't host. I ain't got time to play with you. I don't like you and you don't like me and I'm not hosting. I'm going to give you Dave's number.
I'm you. And I don't know how to be cool if we ain't. And I'm learning it.
All over me.
I'm learning it. I'm learning it, man. But I don't think
it's anything to learn.
Why
We're not cool.
If I don't rock with you, I don't rock with you, and you know that. I mean, don't
with that face.
Like,
why rock with you?
You don't have
say
to
it with your chest.
Hey, listen, you ain't got to try to talk to me in public, like you. Because if you try to do that in public, you gonna get faded. Because if I don't rock with you, I don't rock with you.
Ooh.
I think I might make a Michael Jackson spoof and call it "I Don't Rock with You."
Saying,
that might be dope.
Look,
that might be real.
It takes so much more energy to do that, like to be in a space
I'm not playing this game
fake, right? And it becomes fake. Like I don't want to host in your venue, and I know that you and I have personal, like some type of off vibe, and then that's gonna affect my performance. I don't want to have to act. I don't act when I'm on stage. I'm really enjoying myself, like the people that are watching, but I'm thinking it through. I'm doing my job. I'm doing my thing, but I don't want it to be interrupted by the fact that this dude got one more time to say something to me about what I'm doing and how fast I need to get on the off. Don't talk to me. I don't like you.
If you book, what?
Right? Then we backstage turning over tables and I got to come back out here and act like everything was cool.
Right.
I'm not hosting. I'm not even coming to the event.
See, the thing about y'all,
yeah,
what's different about y'all is weird because you're going to disagree maybe, but I'm a little different. y'all are very public. Y'all have very public personas, right? No.
Shake a hand, make a friend.
You don't?
No,
Okay.
right, but mine is a little bit different. So
Uh-huh.
like when you talk about when you needed that break or whatever, and
Yeah.
like, because everybody expects. Sometimes you Dana Woodruff, but everybody expects you to be Lady Wu
all the time.
That's what I mean. So like, it's a little bit different for y'all. Like, there's a Dave Johnson, but like people always, if they've been in the mix with y'all,
he got to be fly Dave.
He got to be fly Dave.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, Dave Johnson at Publix buy some groceries, man. I ain't trying to do all this
with
right
some,
now.
Some too tight basketball shorts on and don't take a picture of me.
Right. What? Hold on. Why you trying to fade my man now?
I mean, because it could have been me.
I do not own a pair of hoochie daddies. I do not.
I just learned about that last night. I didn't know about the hoochie daddy short thing. Yesterday. But that's what I'm saying. Like, so people always expect y'all to be on differently. Maybe for me, there are some people that catch me that way too because of what I do in the daytime.
Yeah.
But for y'all, because you have a much wider audience, I can understand why if you were at the gas station and like you are in some sort of mood and like somebody came up to you and was like, I can understand. I don't agree, but I can understand why because they don't know you as a person. They know you as a personality.
Right.
But is that fair?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Fly Dave brings home the bag for Tiffany and Amaya.
Mm-hmm.
5.7. Caller.
You got it. You know what I mean?
It's hollering.
But David makes sure that he stays awake until Tiffany and Amaya get in the house.
That's
set
right.
the alarm in the door.
Got that new
Let me tell you. So for me,
crazy.
For me, Dana is woo. Like, she is the same. Somebody asked, my dad told somebody today, like, she has always done this.
I saw your childhood videos.
And I was real
church.
crazy then. Like, right, I've always done
I saw
this.
the video.
I think for me, the differentiation comes with what I do. If I'm on stage and then I'm your therapist and you come to a show and I'm on stage and I'm turning up, like, that's my therapist. But that's how I can be your therapist because I'm in that freedom. Like, this is it. This is it.
I'm not two different people.
Right.
I just have two different names.
Right.
But I'm the same person.
You are.
We're going to talk about God at some point.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about shake a hand, make a friend. We're going to talk about music.
Go, party rockers.
We're going to talk some form of music.
Yeah.
And then I just, trying to save $1.
Make one out of 15 cents.
Okay. That's it. That's me. That's every conversation I have. I can almost tell you how my conversations are going to go. We're going to talk about good things. And if you say, how you doing? I'm going to say, I'm great. I don't say I'm good often because I'm great. I mean, I don't.
Life is great.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm great, man.
Is that
but you can't. I hear what you're saying.
That's at 9 to 5. That's at 5 to 9, 10 to 2, and 2 to 9.
You can't. I think sometimes you can't fault somebody for thinking that you are your personality.
You can't.
You can't fault them for it.
And right. And that's what I was gonna say. Is that the Birmingham idea? Like, if you see, okay, let's go back to the major conversation at hand. You may go to Lenox Mall on a regular Saturday to do your Saturday shopping.
You're gonna see something, buddy.
You're gonna see something, right? You may see 2 Chainz. You may see DJ Drama.
Right.
Lil Nas X.
Oh, what is he gonna be doing? But you're in the mall on a Saturday. I can go to the Galleria on a Saturday, and I was in the Galleria Saturday, and somebody came. I was at the ATM. Somebody came up beside of me and was like, "Woo." And I know how I looked when I turned around.
Yep.
I felt it.
Because you were actually Dana at that moment in time.
Right. And
they expect you
to
be
were trying to do normal people stuff.
Right.
Let me show you how this went, because I felt how it went. It was that I know it's radio, so my lips are like slightly parted with the O space, like, and my eyebrows are slightly raised, but not in an ugly way, right? But it's more of like, you can tell that I'm not in that moment.
Right.
It was. I was aware, but I was kind of like, and I did it twice that day. I did it when I pulled up to my house, and my neighbor called my name, and I was just like, the same face, like, what is it? Am I not? So I'm at home in small town Birmingham where I know 80% of the people.
Right. But it's back to what I said. People like you.
I love them.
Right.
But I just want to get this money out the ATM.
Yeah. But my mom has been mad. My mama's 82. Shouts out to my mama, Pastor Betty Johnson.
Hey, Pastor.
My mama has been mad with Lawrence Fishburne since he was Ike Turner.
Wait, Lawrence or Larry?
Larry. Since he was Ike Turner, and what's love got to do with it? She's been mad with that man ever since that.
Why?
Because of the persona that she saw. So if she saw him out, he's not Lawrence Fishburne. She gonna walk up on him and be like,
"Why you do her like
just a dog?"
I'm sorry, Sir Lawrence Fishburne.
But
I get it. I do get it because I feel that way about some people. But some days you do just want to. This may be my mind. I'll go out of town and be just happy and smiling and looking around, and I see somebody looking at me like they know me from here, and I'm like, dang, they about to say something. I'm like, no, they just looking because maybe they noticing what Chuck noticed with my colors or something.
Your color coordination?
Yeah, like
bring the mushrooms out.
Yeah, but I have to remind, like, you chilling, and they chilling too. But then people will say stuff like, oh my God, I just love your energy. I'm just chilling. I'm gonna get a Kanye outfit.
But you have to look at it.
You gonna
like
get
this,
one
though.
too?
No.
You gonna be at the gas station.
I'm
gonna be like,
here talking about Mr. Redhead.
But the thing of it is, you
yeah,
have to realize, man, you have to realize you are a thermostat. You know what I mean? As opposed to a thermometer. Like you set the, and one person who I know gets that all the time after 5 o'clock.
Yeah, but see, for me, you're right.
Well, he be acting like it's just,
No, for me though, I understand it's the cost of doing business. Like my friends get mad about it when people want to talk to me about my day job, and I'm like, look, man,
that's what I do.
They wouldn't be talking to me right now if I wasn't right here, right now. So I'm gonna give them a little latitude, grace, try to help them out. Now we ain't gonna have no 30-minute conversation, especially depending on where I might be.
Can't say such things.
Because it be 45 minutes and come be like, Mom.
I mean, but they know to keep it moving. But
and that cry she dropped at the last minute was so on point. Going back to the conversation.
No, but they also know to keep it moving. They're like, hey man, I rock with you even more now because I see that you hear whatever. Can I holler at you for a second? I'm like, cool. This conversation gonna last 2-3 minutes. Blah blah blah. I can help you out if I can, and that's it. And like we keep moving.
Shake my hand and make it a firm shake.
Yeah.
What up, Ice Cube?
Or no, I
didn't break.
Yeah, but you out here spin bars.
Yeah, man. Hot 16.
But like for example, I don't know if you remember this. There was one guy who got real excited when he came to my day job after been rocking with me. He was like telling everybody he saw me in the grocery store.
I remember
that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got to get groceries too. Like you think? I mean, you think there's a special grocery store for people who do what I do? No. I mean, we just
the doctor's office, the dentist,
but
people. So
it all leads back to, has the magic left permanent? No, we're on the cusp. We're on the cusp of something. We don't have major celebrities other than PMJ, who's killing the game right now. Don't start listening because you're gonna leave somebody out and you're gonna get some shade.
I was gonna say one. I ain't gonna say that.
No, I'm just saying but he killed the closing ceremony.
I mean, I got that, but like then some people go, hey, you want to do that? Hey, shout out to Rashida Leroy.
We did that, dude.
Y'all already talked.
Rashida Sharifa, yeah. Shouts out to
shout out to LRY Media Group. Yo.
They killed the game.
And every venue that had things going on that was cool. Hey, shout out to
you just said we weren't gonna do it.
Yeah,
I mean, he said PMJ, so I was like,
but Rashida
put the whole.
No.
You can say Rashida because she put the whole thing together.
Right. What I was saying is we don't have a lot of superstars like she was saying in Atlanta, but we have some. So to a lot of people in the city, even we are that to some people. The local art, the local
celebrities.
Yeah.
If y'all go back, so not to call names again. If y'all go back and look at everybody who was involved in the City Walk thing throughout the World Games, shout out to all of them.
Yeah.
The hostess.
Yep.
Hosts.
Yep.
The DJs.
Yep.
There are a few I want to talk about in particular, but I can't. Shout out to all of them.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, in order to be a part of whatever you're part of, it's because of the work that you do. It's because of the identity that you carry in your craft and your skill with your talent and your personality. Because it's some other people that could have done it. Folk ain't rocking with you because of how you present.
Point exactly.
Right? Like, nah, we good on you.
But did we shout out Lionel?
Lionel.
Did we shout out Lionel?
Somebody was like, I ain't had to see the closing ceremonies. I see your daddy sing every Sunday.
Wow.
I mean, he's saying 2.5 songs.
I heard. And he didn't do Jesus.
He sang.
Is love. He didn't do that?
So
I think people are looking for him to do a concert.
Yeah.
He just.
So the problem is at my day job again on Fridays we play music. It's called Music Fridays. So I was gonna run like a Lionel and Commodores, and people were like, "Nah."
But
they was upset about it.
They was upset.
They were upset because he only did the 2.5 songs.
But that's all he was gonna do. If that, I mean, it was just to close out an event.
They also thought it was on like some diva status because, like, if you were there, folks waited and waited and waited and waited. And so, like,
might have been waiting on that ink to dry.
There are different stories
and
about.
I heard it was a lot of ink.
Yeah, so remember we were talking about your riders and all that. Like, you got to get all those ducks in a row.
I need meatless meat, breadless bread.
That's it.
Organic cauliflower.
Yellow Skittles only.
I saw Lupe's Dasani water on the side of the stage and said, "Do not open for Lupe." I took a picture of it because that's what I want.
Right.
I wanted in my Yeti cooler on the side of the stage just for me.
Was that so cool?
I was. It was
nice. We rode the bikes down there.
Well, how about Big Boy? I didn't
go to Big Boy. My wife.
Oh, that's right.
The rest of the family went to Big Boy.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I was not here, but the night of the Lupe show, I was really engaged with the city. I was with the people. I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
I ain't seen you since middle school. Come take a picture.
Man, the magic ain't left. That vibe was just.
Everybody needed that.
You needed that, but you have to put that back in City Walk and other places on a regular.
What's the next big thing that's happening? Is it Mary J. Blige? Is that the next?
That's September. I'm sure it's gonna be some other things that'll end up being big.
I think they would. Would I say that off there?
So
I don't know if this fact.
Let me ask y'all something, because like some of my people, some of my people asked me about that. It's split in like this text chain that I got. So the Magic City Classic is going to go to Protective.
Oh, have
y'all talked about that, Art? I missed that.
No, we haven't talked about it, but they say
As a,
it's not coming soon, but like
in like 2025 is what they're talking about. That's
3
years.
Is 2022. Yeah, I think they extended. But do y'all want it down there?
Me?
If I got an old school song.
No. I do not want it there.
Yeah, and I would say
because you think tailgating is the issue?
I'm a big fan of the tailgating. I do understand that it's a prettier area and it's a newer stadium. And I here's my thing. I think the football game itself would be dope in there
with 30,000 less people.
Well,
we don't go in the game. Anyway.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, it is.
No. Well, from my vantage point, inside be packed.
I mean, I go in, but you think about how packed outside is. So I want to go straight off of what you were saying. The game there, a battle of the bands, and a tailgate experience at Legion Field. If they just gotta move it, I think nostalgia and the historic culture of an HBCU classic needs to be somewhere that reminds you of the HBCU.
It's a family reunion.
You hear me? So yes, I want to go to Legion Field. Yes, I want the same sound, sights, and smells that that are Legion Field to be at Legion Field. Can something be a Protective? Yes, the game. Can something be a City Walk? Absolutely, like a pep rally.
Yeah.
So if the Magic City Classic, if they took everything to Protective, you not going?
Nope.
I'll be a Legion Field.
You're lying to yourself.
No, I will be a Legion Field.
Hold on, I'm saying if everything for the Classic shifted down to Protective, you not gonna go?
But
no. Y'all ain't
to the game.
Question.
I will get on the shuttle, ride down to the game, check out halftime, and be back on the shuttle, headed to Legion Field.
For what? No, I'm saying like if everything was down.
But they're not saying that. They're saying they're going to keep the tailgating at least for the conversations I've heard. And that's the point.
I think that with the right people in the conversation, it can be done. Now, I don't want people that aren't alumni, didn't attend either school, don't know the culture, and they only attend
like
from
everything being at one spot. It's open.
That's like going to like a conference.
Don't get in,
and you ain't at the host hotel. You like 4 blocks away. You gonna miss.
And that's what people are saying. Like, you go to professional games that the tailgating is nowhere near the stadium. That's what makes the Magic City Classic so special.
That's why it's the classic, right?
That's what makes Gulf Coast so special.
Does the Magic stay in the Magic City? Chuck, I'm glad you brought that up though, because that's something that is, at first it was a whole conversation of it going back and forth from Huntsville to Montgomery, and that could be okay, but then no, it's in Birmingham. It works in Birmingham. Keep it in Birmingham. Birmingham has a new stadium right off the freeway. People want to use it. UAB. It shouldn't just be for UAB. We need to put some of our stuff in there. So then we say that the first thing we go to is the Classic.
And everywhere I see for tailgating around that stadium, it says no open grills. Like,
well, hold
Like,
on.
what?
Because I think during UAB games, especially like they homecoming, if I remember, I was around there for something at some point, and like they had designated areas like the green something, the red something, and you could do things.
but it
out
ain't
there.
no designation.
Yeah,
in
don't tell
Legion
us what to do.
Field.
Yeah,
It's
we just be at Legion Field.
we out
But I
there.
mean, they tell you where you can park.
Yeah, but it's that's it. We make it our own. So one comment says no tailgating, home of UA football. That's stupid.
Home of
UAB football.
I don't know because
It's easier for me to find. It's easier for me to find you at gate 15
16A.
than you 16.
That's
Right.
that's the
You know what I'm
gate.
saying?
hold on, that ain't true.
That'd be saying,
because your
Chuck,
cell phone service don't work.
Chuck, well, if I, it's like
but
being,
I already know you.
it's like
right.
being on 285. If you get lost in Atlanta, all you gotta do is ride.
Just ride that
285.
loop.
If I'm at Protective, you got to tell me before the game because we know phone service gonna be bad. I'm on 4th Avenue and 23rd.
And where did you park?
Phone service be bad at the Classic too. Now hold on, you can't call
No.
nobody. Don't get no text.
No, what I'm saying is, but if I don't,
can find you.
I can find you at Legion Field. If we're up at Protective, you may be tailgating because now people got to find new tailgating spots.
Yeah.
Some people gonna be in Norwood. Some people gonna be.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I can't.
I'm not a fan.
I don't know.
There are people. There are
I don't
like I
like
said, the reason I brought up, there are people on both sides.
Yeah.
And there are some proponents of it, and they're just like, when this happens, people gonna forget about Legion Field. And I'm like, I don't know.
But why? Like that's so some things leave it alone. Leave it alone till we get ready.
It ain't
to do
broke.
that. Right. But we're all about progression too.
Right.
When you progress, there are parts that it's a process.
Yeah.
Everything does not have to change because we just saw what City Rock did, or we saw what the world we saw it, so now we got to do it with find something else to do it with.
Yeah.
Create something.
Well, we're gonna keep talking about this. I'm gonna bring it up randomly.
People gonna be upset about all of
this. But some people gonna like it.
Yeah, I mean, help me figure it out. Let's make it make sense. So I'm not black or white on it. I am mildly gray.
Yeah.
I
the old gray lady. Look at what you did. Look at what you did.
That's what you did.
Look at that.
I want to see it make sense. So conversations are good. I've been thinking about the return of Vital Live, where we come together and we do this show in person with all of you who listen. You can come out and kick it with us, and we'll have this conversation.
Yes.
We used to do it at the Foreign Exchange. And it was
talking about it.
You went back.
It was awesome.
Upstairs.
I ain't thought about that in a minute.
That was a dope spot too.
It really was.
What is it now? Like
a bank.
It's a bank.
Yeah.
You don't even have upstairs no
like
more.
Citibank. Oh, yeah. So we used to do that. We would come together and have a conversation. And the one that I'm thinking about is the state of the city from our perspective, not the formal mayor get up here. He'll probably have on his shirt that he had on with the shoes that matched.
Look here, Jack. I'm from the great state of Birmingham.
Man, what my shirt
Jack.
said, Jack?
Man, I got you. I got you. My wife actually said, "Make it." You remember?
Yeah, we got to. Okay.
Man, y'all come get these shirts, man.
Okay.
Come get these shirts. They dope.
I give shirts. Folk buy shirts. But
Hey,
you know what? I'm giving it to somebody else. No, I give it now. If you pay for it and you don't come get it, give it to my church member.
Hey, man. Once again, y'all need to get me and Wu and Chuck in this room. We got some ideas. I'm trying to tell y'all, man.
If you pay for the shirt, you better come
Jack.
pick it up. That's all I know. All right, so Vital Shirts. What's the name of the shirt line? Is it a line? Yeah, or is it
it's
just
I'm from the great state of Birmingham.
No. We working on that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
no.
Man, listen,
we working on that.
we
Okay.
are.
I just wondered, was it a line or was it?
I
just a
have
shirt?
dope friends. I just
Yeah.
want to say that I have some
It's
dope
a great
friends,
collective of people.
man,
You
who
recently
look out for me.
You recently talked to somebody at my day job, in
Man.
my office, who got an idea for you,
Bro.
and try to
Woo. I just walked into that blessing, man. I walked into it, didn't ask for it. After my part of the day job was over, somebody just said, "Hey, meet me in my office."
Oh.
And when I said, and they said, "Hey, I got him right here." I said, "Hey, what's up?"
How to make a
And
phone
they
call.
dropped.
Yeah, we good.
I was like,
It was
Lord,
like that.
Yeah,
I love you.
there's gonna be a follow up. We straight.
I love you.
You need to check your email,
I
Chuck,
love
because I
you
want to have one of them type of
today.
meetings. too.
yes.
Okay. All right. So, very vital conversation. Hopefully, if you live within the city limits of Birmingham or even in the surrounding areas, because the Magic City is the Met. This is the place where everybody comes for that magic. And hopefully, you've been inspired tonight to do something. If you have ideas, you've been inspired to do something.
The problem is,
Chris said he needed shirts, Dave.
Chris too.
Chris called.
Oh yeah. No. Hey, no. Chris got some dope he's conjuring up, man. And
He is.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
you mean the
Yeah,
that thing.
It's dope. It's
Yeah.
super dope. And he knows my wife's designing something.
So he said he needs a shirt.
Yeah, he'll have them this week. He already knows.
Look on the comments. JD Abif Muhammad says I need my shirt. I don't know if you're talking about my shirt or your shirt.
Inbox me, man. It's go to Fly Dave Johnson on Facebook and inbox me, man.
Have you paid for it?
Hey, man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, listen.
Chuck is the vital police.
Yeah, he's the vital police. But if y'all want the shirts, come get them, man. We got them.
Hold on. Got them, man. Can I say something back to this dope ideas thing? I wish and I hope that I'm about to speak this into existence. Mm-hmm. Like, you know how back in the day, I guess businesses used to have like a comment box or like whatever idea box. I wish the city of Birmingham, and they may already have it, I don't know, or somebody could
you should wait. Don't say it on the air. We've been giving away dopeness all night.
Okay, well,
to a point. We do it real strategic.
No, I do think this is fair. I think there should be like
I think you should do it. Stop saying it.
Well, I think there should be a repository.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm writing something.
They lightweight, not even lightweight, heavyweight. Tell me to stop talking.
Basically. All right. You've been inspired. Have you been inspired? If you have, you got a few minutes to get in and chat about it. 994-8949.
Okay. I got you. My bad. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't even know y'all.
He wasn't here about entering the room.
My fault.
And then he came not bearing gifts.
And then told you not to say nothing. Then he finna stand up here and just
whole...
like when Fred and Rollo and them was playing poker that night. And Lamont was losing, and Fred said, "Don't do it, don't do it."
Hey, you see what happened though? Y'all told me to be quiet.
Throw them in, Joe.
Quiet, but I won't be talking when the show over with.
I'm be talking again.
This little move might save you some dough, so throw them in, Joe.
Oh my goodness! The award-winning, Abby award-winning, 14 years in the making, Vital Show. Yeah. Every time we look at who makes up this Vital Show, they are people that are truly vital, no matter what season you catch it. So. Something that I do want to put out as we get into the fall season, as the season start to change. If you want to be a part of the Vital Village, you can reach out and hit me up. 452-0111. 205-452-0111. Hey, Woo, I want to be a part of the Vital Village. Now, what that looks like, you'll find out once you hit us up. But if you have dope ideas, if you want to be a part of great Vital conversation, something that has some longevity to it, something that people know how to find it, and you know, we're open to your opinions, your ideas. It's not just about us and what we think and how we live. We want to hear what you think, how you live, and what you want. Let me know.
So I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, that's fine. So when y'all Kappas cross the burning sands,
what?
Where did this?
Do y'all sign?
Right.
Oh, you know, because of our little. Do y'all sign like a blood oath saying that y'all will never use the word "C"?
Oh, we going back to that,
man.
y'all kill me with this.
There's only one way for you to find out.
No, okay,
fair.
The
word C
fair. I got it.
Not.
All right, I got you.
And none of that is to cross
them sands,
those burning sands.
I got a lot of conversation about that too. I want to talk about that one day. We'll probably do that during back to school.
Okay.
Football season ish. I want to talk about that.
Either your eels one jack or your eels trying to be
but
one
y'all,
jack.
Y'all refuse to use the word, the letter C, man.
Do you correct them?
I used to. Ain't nothing gonna happen. It's really silence at that point. It's like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah. All right, guys. This has been awesome. Great return to the city. I will be traveling again.
That's dope.
I work to travel. That's the only.
We're not here next Sunday. Up in the air.
Let's save that for out there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know, people work to pay bills.
That little brother.
Right. We're gonna meet out there. They work to what y'all work for?
Happiness.
Whatever that looks like, right?
Whatever it looks like.
Just to have a comfortable life, man. What you like to say, whatever that looks like.
I work to travel.
Hey man, you've funneled it down, huh?
This is it. Yeah, that's what.
But that's your happiness.
That is what it is. And
I just hate when vacation be over. That's the worst part about it.
I be crying. I don't cry about a lot, but I cry about.
I'll tell you this real quick before we get off. I will say this. It used to be back in the day, because I got a bunch of friends I went to school with that, like, when they holler at me, they like, "You still in Alabama?" So like when I used to travel to like places, Chicago, like Miami, all these places, I come back. I have like a travel hangover, meaning I'm in a funk because I'm back in the city of Birmingham. It ain't like that no more.
Okay.
Right.
What changed it?
Where the city is for the last some years.
Okay.
We got a bunch of little dope dives. You just got to know where to go.
Like I'm not coming back to just sit at my spot and like lament the loss that I'm not in a big city where I can just walk into someplace. Like now, I got a little. I got a high school. I got a high school diploma.
The Wailing Wall.
That's it. Let's talk about it.
Okay. So,
hey, before we get on, let me say this too. You know, we was talking about the Loud Pack earlier, and I just want to say this: those three guys, Dalen, Ralston, and Cordell. The Loud Pack, the horn players.
Oh yeah.
And here's the crazy part: those dudes are educators.
Oh yeah.
That's parents. If you want your kid to learn the trumpet, the trombone, saxophone, hit them dudes up on Facebook. They are great young men, and they're educators.
I ain't mean to do that. My bad.
Nah, you all right, man.
You just told Dave to stop talking.
Hey, she saying, man, Sims me, didn't it?
I ain't mean to do that. My bad.
I didn't rub the log on. I didn't rub the log on.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, but they are educated, and they also are educators. They went to the Great Miles College. Not sure about.
That's what I mean. Yeah, they educate. Yeah, I think Dalen went up north.
Okay,
he went. If I'm not mistaken, I think he went to Ed now. But I know Cordero and Ralston went to Miles College.
Okay. Shouts out, y'all. We are out of here. Going to pack up to get ready to move around some more. See y'all next week, or talk to you next week. I'll be on in the morning tomorrow. What time? Noon. Tune in.
Be that's after morning.
That's afternoon. Yeah. Afternoon. Kicking off the midday fun tray. Bye, Chuck.
Okay.
BS Birmingham, WATV Birmingham.
I love it.